interesting report from AARP. Middle-aged Americans are increasingly struggling to save for retirement, in part because they're saddled with taking care of their elderly parents. This according to a new survey released by AARP. Nearly one-third middle-aged adults with at least one living parent offered financial support to them over the past year, while an additional 42% expect to do so in the future. This all according to the survey. And it's not a one-time payment thing. It generally occurs on a regular basis to help pay for expenses like groceries and other household items, even medical expenses.
Yeah.
With 54% of adults shelling out at least $1,000 or more for their parents just over the past year alone.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that this age group, this middle-aged American group, not only are they dealing with taking care of their parents, they probably also got kids in college too.
There you go.
And the cost is just through the roof on college. It's the sandwich generation.
That's it.
That's compounded with the fact that 51% of adults have offered money to their adult children last year, placing a strain on the ability to save for retirement. Money for adult children mostly goes towards transportation costs, groceries, and housing expenses. Now, in the past 12 months alone, 54% of adults say they have provided $1,000 or more for their parents, and 20% said they offered more than $5,000, while 56% gave them the same amount to their adult children. 25% gave their adult children more than $5,000.
You know, I'm kind of surprised at occasionally I will hear acquaintances and friends talking about their adult children, and it just, in passing say something. Yeah, we just paid her phone bill, and we just filled her car up with gas, or we just did it. And I'm thinking, this kid's almost 30.
Yeah, they'll grow up to hate you.
And
Someday they will hate you for this. Seriously. If you got a 30-year-old son that's still on the payroll, cut him off, and he will love you more by forcing him to go make ends meet.
He won't know it at the time.
He won't know it at the time. He'll
will.
hate you at first.
Absolutely.
But seriously, adults taking care of a 30-year-old adult?
Yeah, I hear things like
in
that.
America?
It's like, yeah, we paid this bill, and I'm like, wow, a little late there.
Now, providing financial support to parents or adult children is beginning to weigh on Americans between the ages of 40 to 64. More than a quarter, 28% of individuals who gave money to their parents raked in as high as financial strain on their own family. 29% of those who provide financial support for adult children view it as a high financial burden on the family.
Well, and here's the deal that...
what the hell are adult children being a financial burden on their parents? What a bunch of losers you are.
Yeah.
Stealing from old people that are older than you?
Yeah.
How do you sleep at night?
I can remember the last time, very clearly, last time that I ever got money from my parents. I mean, it was boom. That was it, and it was done. It was done with no exceptions going forward. But it is very surprising to me, and yeah, you are holding them back. They don't know it right now. Right now, they're loving it.
Yeah, you're trying to be their friend.
But I can certainly look back at things like that and go, thank you. Thank you for...
Hey, it's your money. It's none of my business.
Yeah.
Now, while one-third of all Americans are either just meeting their financial expectations or not meeting them at all, about half are expected to help their parents in the future financially and are worried about the ability to do so, according to the study. Yeah, the poll of about 2,000 adults ages 40 to 64 taken on September the 30th through October the 7th. It has a margin of error, 2.5 percentage points in either direction.
I think, I know. People are living longer, and we talked about this earlier in the week about people retiring and maybe retiring too young and don't realize that when you retire like at 60 these days, that could mean literally 30, maybe even 40
a whole nother
years
life
of unemployment.
We're slowly, thanks to science, we're living longer, more medical breakthroughs, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We're just living longer than we used to.
Right.
There's creating a whole new category. We have adolescence, which prepares you for adulthood. Well, there's a new category, middlescence, preparing you for the latter years.
Yeah.
It's a time when you start to, cut back, maybe get rid of the clutter.
Yeah.
Live a little bit more simply.
Scale down.
You realize that you don't need all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Preparing you into the latter years.
Yeah, exactly.
Jump in here,
Exactly.
512-836-0590.
The Todd and Don Show.
Dr. Daniel Slaughter of Austin did an